referee, Lumer Pajarillo, national referee. Second referee, Jocelyn Del Rosario, international referee. It is now time to meet the starters. First, for the PLDT high-speed hitters. Middle blocker number 3, Mika Reyes. Opposite hitter number 7, Eli Soyun. Outside hitter number 11, Elena Samoylenka. Setter number 12, Rhea Di Maculangan. Middle blocker number 13, Del Palomata. Outside hitter number 17, Fiola Ceballos. And their libero number 8, Kat Arado. Head coach for the high-speed hitters is George Pasqua. Let us now give it up for the starters of the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. Middle blocker number 2, Abby Maraño. Outside hitter, their team captain number 7, Lindsay Stalzer. Setter number 9, Kate Fajardo. Opposite hitter number 11, Kiana D. Outside hitter number 15, Tin Tiangzon. Middle blocker number 16, Ivy Laksina. And their libero number 5, Don Macandili. Head coach for the Cargo Movers is Benson Bokbok.
And we are back here at the Field Sports for our main game. We got F2 going up against the PLDT high-speed hitters. And meron tayong mga nasagap, mga changes. We're not used to seeing Soy start, but she is on the starting lineup today, Coach.
That's right. This team is coming off a loss, so perhaps konting balasa. Dahil syempre iba na naman ang kamatchup na galing naman sa panalo.
Yep, of course, si Ceballos also starting. And here in F2, missing is Kalimao. May konting nasagap mo yung balita.
Oo, dito sa aming paglalakad, kaya sumobra kami sa pwesto namin. Naman namin na kailangan mo nang magpahinga ni Kalimao. I believe that in her stead, it will be Chamson starting out today para sa F2 Logistics.
That's the bad news. The good news is it should only be one game that Leymao will be sitting out. It was her calf that was giving her a problem after that last game. And she takes a break. They had a pretty good break. They had a 1-week break. I'm talking about F2,
mahaba
no,
yung in-between games because of the number of teams that we have in the competition. Just to be exact, they played October 11, October 13, and October 18, which resulted in their first win against the Army Lady Troopers.
Yes, that much awaited win for them, no? Knowing naman the tradition of F2. They're a champion team, and I think they are getting their mojo back. And this is really ang stimulus yata itong si Don Macandili.
Pwede, especially on the defensive end.
As you take a look at Stalzer there, starting off with that tip from the back row.
You can sense that the pipe play has been a focal point of attack, not just for our reinforcements, but even for the local players.
Alam mo,
And
totoo yan.
that is the evolution of the game of volleyball here in the local landscape.
Nakikita natin even, during the warm-ups, we take a look
bihirang-bihira yan, di ba?
Nakikita mo, they're practicing their off-speed hits from the back row because they want to vary it up also kahit nasa likod ng galing.
And that's the importance, likewise, of having our world-class reinforcements come to our local shores. And the transfer of technology, learning how to play with the bigger counterparts. Kasi sa Southeast Asia, hindi ganun katatangkad. So, gives you a better maturity and evolution of building your own game.
Siyempre, masaya din tayo dahil dumadating din sa ating bansa yung iba-ibang mga tournaments with world-class volleyball players just playing for us.
That's post-pandemic, of course.
Yes. And let's take a look at CAF there now with a back set to Abby Maraño.
Fast start here for F2 Logistics. They're coming off an 85-minute win versus Army Lady Troopers. They took the first set at 25-17 in just 25 minutes. And here winning the first 3 of 4 points here in set 1.
Chang Abby with a serve now. Chang Abby, of course, it was so interesting to see her playing libero at the early part of this conference, no? Nung hindi pa available si Don. Oo, pero she's back where she loves to be. Of course, Chang Abby, the celebrated middle blocker from De La Salle. And F2 just continues to score here. It's now 4-1 early in this first set.
Had the chance to cover Ivy Laksina in the UAP a few months after. She's right now a pro player.
Ang bilis, ano?
And she's a major force
And
for
she
F2
is
Logistics.
doing so great. She is ranked number 3 right now in
The best blockers.
blocking. Yes. What a start, no?
Total
What a
of 7
debut
kill blocks.
talaga.
And the fast start continues here for the yellow shirts. The pace is on for F2 Logistics. Remember that after they suffered their second loss, makita mo yung frustration sa mga panayam kay Lindsay Stalzer. But right now, this is a totally different unit.
Yep. Of course, it's also good to see Tim Tian Samson, another one we're not used to seeing as a starter. And she's getting court time minutes early on. A great save by Kath Arado. Sabalios going up. She's blocked by Ivy Laxina. Kaf going to Ivy. Ivy's trying to go to the corner there in the back.
Looking for a block touch once again. This time, none given.
Nope, not this time. And
Not this
PLDT
time.
finally, no? Medyo matagal-tagal din sila. Hindi pumuntos.
Ivy Laxina coming off a 7-point performance versus the Army Lady Troopers. While on the flip side, her counterpart, Nika Reyes, has scored over 30 points in 3 matches for PLDT. Meron pang Del Palomata yan na nagbigay naman ng 8 points sa kanila.
Of course, kitang-kita nyo naman, you will see on your screens, we have the tall players on the red side, PLDT with the tall locals and the
Right.
tallest reinforcement that
That's
we
why
have.
they're the best blocking team right now.
Absolutely. And let's see, we have a little bit of a rally going on here. Back set, Ivy Laxina there. Nabantayan ni Mika Reyes.
Scored earlier off a block touch. Has missed twice already. Return to center. Good read on the defense coming from PLDT. Lead down to 2 for F2 Logistics.
As Fiola Ceballos continues to serve. Another impressive player, Fiola Ceballos, only
Very
5'7".
Very impressive.
Sobrang talino maglaro.
One of the smaller wing spikers that we have.
Absolutely. From behind the attack line again, Salzer. Oh, great save there. That's Viray showing off.
Right. Viray used to be a wing spiker when she played for San Beda in college. Has turned himself into an effective libero for PLDT.
Effective talaga. Alam mo, it's a challenge kung yung co-libero mo ay si Kat Arado at napapansin ka pa rin si Isa Viray. That means talaga
Mahusay.
pinapantayan niya
Yes.
talaga yung level of play ni Kat.
Matututo ka naman. If you want to be
Oo.
the best, it's either you beat the best or you play alongside the best.
That's right. First ace of the day, Gareth Quevardo, Kat.
That is
Scoring on that
exactly
one.
what Choco Mucho did against the defense of reinforcement of PLDT. Lena Samailenko. Yung reception efficiency niya ron talagang bumaba dahil siya yung inatake.
Oo.
Lalong-lalo na doon sa sa 5th and final set.
That quick one. Wow, look at that one-on-one. Ivy Laxina knew exactly where to be. Going up against the veteran Mika Reyes and winning that 8th point for F2. 5-point lead for the girls in yellow. We'll be back after this first technical timeout. And we are back here at the Phil Sports Arena. Let's get a quick update from Rain Dixon.
The Reinforced Conference features hard-hitting foreign players, but the real MVPs are the liberos who have been holding down the fort. Kat Arado had an excellent game despite the loss as she tallied 23 of 35 excellent digs with a 65% effectivity rate. Kat told me earlier that since her days in the UAAP with the UE Lady Warriors, Kat was always used to doing extra work after her team's practice. She said that this usually is with her former school, but specifically the men's team. This is why she feels she is prepared for the powerful spikes of both the locals and reinforcements. Meanwhile, F2's Kalei Mao will be sitting out for today's matchup after sustaining a muscle strain in their last game. I got to talk to her earlier and she said that this is a reoccurring injury, but she also mentioned that she will be on the floor for the next game. Now back to the panel.
Thanks so much for that, Rain, and that answers your questions. For those of you just joining us now, where is Kalei Mao? And she is enjoying the
behind
action.
us.
Oh.
And F2 is going to miss about 15 points per match.
Yeah.
Coming from their leading local scorer, was accounted for about 43 points in 3 matches so far for them.
Wow, and all that energy that Kalei Mao brings
Yung
to the
intensity.
court. Oo. Pero di ba, Len, mararamdaman pa rin nila yan kahit nandito lang siya sa likod nila at the benches. And the good news is, like we mentioned earlier, I think she will be back next game day on Saturday.
Right.
A big game for them against Petrogas.
1 step backward, 2 steps forward.
Yeah. Naramdaman mo na ba yun, Coach? Yung
Oo.
mas strained calf,
Parate.
masakit pero...
Sa mga guards, parate yan.
Oo.
Muscular ang injuries namin.
Meanwhile, Kiana D getting past the block there, just swiping it off the hands of Samoilenko.
KKD has fired 25 points so far. That's a little over 8 points per match. A UAAP champion, a national player right now looking to help out this franchise get their first title in the PVL.
Definitely one of the favorites here also, Coach.
Yes, no doubt.
Palaging tinitilian si KKD. And she is doing her thing on the court. Meanwhile, Ivy Laxina, nice reception there by Ceballos.
Perfect
Pero bumalik
time.
agad. PLDT having a difficult time getting their plays going,
Well,
Coach.
before the advent of very tall middle blockers, there was Abby Maraño, who was the dominant middle blocker in the UAP for the longest time. And even in the national team, she played that position. She may be not that tall, but she has that ability to go for perfect timing. Good denial once again for F2 Logistics. About 3 kill blocks for them here in the first set.
Sobrang timing sinasabi mo, Coach. Pati na rin yung
Veterano.
volleyball sense.
Yes,
Grabe yung kanyang court
napakahuta.
sense. Kaya nga middle blocker na nagiging libero.
Exactly.
Saan ka pa? And that
Marunong mag-adapt,
Oo.
diba?
And she just really knows her way around the court. Calf. Great combination attack. Again, KKD.
Their version of a piston play. Yung tumakbo lang ng tumakbo si Abby as a misdirection, that's a big thing already. To free up KKD, 7-point lead for F2 Logistics versus the PLDT team.
PLDT calls the timeout.
Pagka ito pumunta rito, ito yung magsasalita. Pagka ito pumunta ron, ito yung nagsasalita. May communication pa rin. Kasi nangyayari, binibitaw natin, nanguhula tayo dun sa kung sino yung papalo. Di ba? So, tao-tao lang muna. Tao-tao lang muna. Maliwanag. Tapos, as much as possible, pagka first ball, walang problema kung bibigyan ako. Provided nasa MVP ka ng blocker tatanong. Huwag kang tatanong dito sa dalawang blocker, ha?
Tsaga lang!
Okay, ability.
Talagang tiyaga ang kailangan nito, Coach.
Pati si
Marami
Coach George.
silang habulin.
Pati si Coach George, very patient with his unit. But I also believe that behind that calm voice is the sense of urgency. And right now they are at 1 and 2. A win here will push them closer to the top, but a loss will really pull them down.
PLDT had a decent finish in the last conference, ending in 4th place. Muntikan sila maka-podium finish, but ang ganda nung laban nila against Signal. We remember that in the last conference, in the Invitational, and that took them out of contention for a medal. But they're back strong, and like I always say in our coverages, no, ang ganda ng spread talaga ng talent dito sa PVL ngayon.
Teams have been on leave, and that opened up the door for other teams to restock their rosters.
Yes, Ceballos, meantime, again, showing off just her power.
The first point for Fiola Ceballos, they're looking for multiple and consecutive scoring to cut into what was once a 6-point deficit.
What a way.
Down to 5.
Oo, kita mo yun, Coach. Dinaan lang talaga sa mga kamay ni KKD.
May blocker naman eh, may bantay.
May bantay. Samoilenko now with the serve. Quick. And that was touched by Chang Abby. Alam niya medyo napalakas yun si Chang Abby. Pero lucky for
Puntos
her.
pa rin.
Oo.
And against a good blocking team, quick low sets will always work. And that is, of course, one of the specialties of CAF. And familiarity likewise with her teammates augurs well for the yellow shirts of the Logistics.
Talaga, that's what you get when you've been playing a long time with each other.
About 8 years at the very least, no?
Yung chemistry
The
nila.
college level, in the national team.
And it's interesting also, You know, we're looking at Mika Reyes looking across the court at many of her former schoolmates and teammates.
Right.
Yeah. And in a way, that's good. It should serve her also kasi alam niya yung mga nuances, yung mga tics, yung mga
Tendencies, characteristics.
Oo.
Nagsama lang kayo ng 2-3 taon. Talagang magkakakilala
Alam
na
na.
kayo. Oo.
8-13. PLDT still looking to score, but Abby Maraño says not quite yet. This time, totally untouched there. Her classic running attack.
Right. Going on that slide play once again. Maraño, 5 points in their first win versus the Lady Troopers. Has accounted for 11 points so far in 3 matches. Dito 4 na puntos, 3 puntos na for Abby Maraño.
And
Second service error for the yellow shirts.
That's a break for PLDT. Let's see if they can string along some points here. Medyo pabukso-bukso ang dating ng PLDT. And this is a feature now. Now we can actually hear the conversation or yung mga kinaing, yung mga daing, mga complaints.
Daing at
yung drum. Dapat stop muna. Pagsabi kay Kwan, kay
We're listening to referee Umer there trying to get the referee Jocelyn to translate for him.
Yes.
Sabihin mo nga doon. Sabi niya. Alam mo, nakakainit na as we get closer and closer or further along this conference, we take these calls less and less for granted. Talagang they will contest calls. 9-14. PLDT still looking to string together some points here.
They're trying to reach the 5-point barrier right now.
Tin Tiamson timing it, and she finds a hole over in zone 6 on the side of PLDT.
Waiting for the blockers to drop down after trying to get her to hit early. And right now she scores against the double block and restores a 6-point lead.
And that was an
Med delay, di ba?
assist pa ni Chang Abi, who is now on the court.
Pinakamasipag so far si Chang Abi.
And D-Mac behind the attack line goes Samolenko, and that's good enough for a point for PLDT.
One of the best back row hitters that we have seen so far. The tallest reinforcement. #1 scorer.
#1 in the league so far.
#1.
Yeah, 35 points the last time out. That's
35, 24, 35.
big output. Sabi mo nga, maganda rin yung kung vital statistics.
Oh, ikaw
Whether
ang
it's your
nagsabi
vitals or your outscoring output, we'll take it. Mika Reyes is dug by Dawn. And D-Mac going for Soyud there. Nice up by KKD. Look at that 3-man block. Balls back with F2. Laksina there. Samolenko going up. Kandili, too easy for her. Stalzer is blocked from behind the attack line, but we have a call.
I believe that's 4 touches against the Hall of Famer from Bradley University. She's been around here in the country. Played for Signal in 2016. Played for Photon, played for F2, played for Petron. And now back here with F2 Logistics. Lead down to 4.
At home na sa Pilipinas si Lindsay Stalzer. So may pito na naman tayo. I think at the net. Yeah.
Second technical timeout. Lead back to 5 for F2 Logistics against high-speed hitters.
Switch to Signal Postpaid for more super loaded bonding moments. Get free 3 months and more when you subscribe today. Call 8888-5555 now. And we are back here at the Phil Sports Arena for our main game today. We are so glad you are still on hand after that really exciting four-setter that we saw between Chocomucho and Cherry.
Cherry Tigo will now climb to 4-0 while dropping Chocomucho, which beat PLDT last time around, to 2-2. That is top of mind for F2 and PLDT because a win here for either of these two teams will put them into a tie with Chocomucho. Pero kung matalo ka, ang makakatabla mo, Akari na at 1-3. Mahirap yan.
And sabi mo nga dahil ang lalakas din ng mga nandun sa ibabaw, it's so hard to penetrate that top 4 Let's see what DMAC goes for. And great, great nose for the ball. So you just watching where the ball goes and send the ball right back to the court of F2.
Just to remind our volleyball followers, Soyud used to play for LaSalle before moving over to Adamson. So she's also quite familiar dito sa kabilang side ng net. Parang si Mika Reyes. First point for Joy Soyud, who normally comes into the game sa duluhan ng mga set. Para maging closer sa mga sets.
Of course, we haven't seen Jules Samonte, another standout from PLDT. Hindi pa natin nakikita. So malalim-lalim din ang bench ni Coach George.
Loaded yan.
KKD going up, off speed. Was that intentional?
I thought that there was another net touch. Tama ba?
Let's see what the mukhang PLDT was caught with a net violation there because, or no, actually, it was just a 1 point, it seems.
Okay.
One more time on that last play. Hindi lang naman nabalik, ano, Coach?
Nabalik eh. Pero may pito.
May pito.
May pito.
Just the same F2. Again, trying to protect their 5-point lead here. KKD again. Ceballos with that dig. DMAC pushing it to Elena Tiamson with that 6-pack. Ball still up.
Grabe.
DMAC, quick, nice combination. Just mistimed by Soyud. Pero ganun talaga. If you want to, and if you want to be ambitious, which is what you need to do against F2, you need those complicated plays, Coach.
Rhea understands that the blocking ng F2 very effective and solid.
Sobra.
So she had to be creative. Unfortunately, there was disconnection right now. Kalamangan muli bumalik sa 6 para dito sa F2 Logistics.
Talking about blocking, number 1 in blocking is PLDT as a team. So we want to see them also fire up their blocking power. Meantime, KKD scoring again.
Total of 16 kill blocks for F2 Logistics heading to this match behind the 24 blocks registered so far ng PLDT high-speed hitters. 7-point lead. The biggest, the largest here in the first set para sa F2 Logistics.
Again, a lot of contrasts in both these teams. We're taking a look at perhaps the oldest reinforcement going up against the youngest one, but also the tallest one in Samoilenko.
Tallest one, really.
And here she is going up. Elena slowed down by the block. Stalls are going up, timing it. What a save by Kat Arado. Samoilenko again off the block of Laksina and KKD. Talagang pinahihirapan ng F2 ang PLDT to earn their points. But tsaga, sabi nga ni Coach George.
Transition conversion coming from the Russian. What F2 is doing right now is playing with a lot of pace to make it difficult para sa mga mas malalaking players sa kanilang defensive patterns. And finally, this time around, one of the longest rallies here in set 1. Lena Samoilenko will score and reduce the lead ng F2 to 6 as we see Wendy Simana and Santos coming in for the PLDT squad.
We're talking about the deep bench that Coach George Pasco has, and we see Wendy Samana also getting quality minutes here and bringing her brand of setting. She is in the driver's seat now, pushes it out to Samoilenko. That one is a little too much. And this time there by Elena. 20-30 the score. F2 still comfortable with a 7-point advantage.
We talked about the 110 attempts coming from Lena in their last loss, and definitely fatigue caught up with her, especially in the 5th and final set, wherein a lot of missed hits, a lot of attack miscues happened, and eventually hindi na sila nakaahon.
And like we mentioned early, Coach, rested ang F2 because they had an entire week without a game. On the other hand, talagang ratchada itong PLDT. At sabi nga natin, they like the 5-setters. They always go the distance. They've been playing 4-set, 5-set games.
Right. Right.
And so, if you're right, if there is a time for the fatigue to set in, it might just be now.
Erica May Santos playing right now for the Red Shirts, only 23 years old, or will turn 23 on October 25. I think that's tomorrow.
Advance happy birthday kay Erica Santos. Also very dependable player for PLDT. Sa pamagandang hugot lagi yan para kay Coach George. But they,
That's today.
oh, happy
Today's her
birthday. We have a timeout.
Bukang-buka to. Pwede tayo mag-draft. Kulang tayo sa...
Kaya paniwala mo yung gitna ng kalaban na talagang sasabay sa'yo. Okay? Okay, let's go. Then enjoy. Team, let's go.
Let's go!
Hey, PLDT.
14-21. Are you looking for more action at the front? Are you looking for PLDT to show their wares at the net?
Well, number one, how Wendy Semana Demakulangan will be able to solve yung net defense. That's one. Number two, how they will be able to run and keep up with the pace. Kasi yun ang laro dito ng F2, binibilisan talaga nila. Hindi binapayagan ma-establish yung depensa ng
So it's really the quick
PLDT.
transition.
Palumata ng her second point. Palumata, I believe, was the best player dun sa isang panalo nila.
Another national team player,
Right.
Palomata.
Was definitely improved. At least 2 notches higher.
Yes, after that stint, no, at the SEA Games,
Palomata,
syempre.
Karandang. And suddenly, the middle blockers namamayagpag eh. Diba, Celine Domingo. Hindi na lang yung mga wing spikers. Ngayon, pati libero.
In fact, kailangan mo talaga makita na ina-activate ng mga setters, yung mga middles nila dahil doon nagkakatalo, no?
And that's the beauty of the game, no? The playmakers, making sure that everybody's utilized well.
Talking about playmakers, Semana, they're going for Santos, but dug by Kiana D. F2 will get a chance again. Tiamson going up. Slow down by the blockers, but still landing in the court of PLDT.
Again, the delay, the timing on the contact. Even against the double block, Tiamson will not have any problems. Multiple points coming from the former UAP champion.
And this is shaping up to be a lopsided first set. It looks like F2 Logistics will take this one quite handily. Of course, these service errors, we've seen a few from the side of F2. Lucky for PLDT.
At least 4 here in this first set alone.
16-23 and Rhea de Maculangan Soyud back on the court.
Birthday celebrant Santos will be taken out as PLDT looks to prevent F2 from getting to set point.
But
And
as we
perhaps put
mentioned,
more pressure on the yellow shirts.
oh, si Erica Santos very dependable. I'm pretty sure that will not be the last that we see of her
Of
today.
course.
BMAC at the serve. That one is over reception. Tiamson going for the 1-2 on the second pass there. Second ball there. Oh! Nobody home for Viola Ceballos.
De Maculangan throwing it to the open. Ceballos delivering once again. About 5'4", 5'5", but height is not a problem for someone who has that extreme vertical. Nabasa ko si Lindsay Stausser is a high jumper and a long jumper medalist in college. Kaya pala.
You're not describing the way she jumped. You're saying she is a high jumper
Yes.
in track and field.
Correct.
Oh, in that
Champion,
discipline.
ha?
Oo. Parang napaka-useful dun sa volleyball. Ano?
Correct. Kaya at her age, still very prolific. Marunong gumamit. And she has kept herself trim and lean.
The high jump and the long jump. Let's see. Yung long jump, yun yung parang naglalakad
Broad
sila sa
jump. Correct.
ere, di ba?
Tumatakbo na mabilis tapos pa-take off pa forward.
So para sa court coverage naman niya yun. Yung high jump para naman sa
Sa
elevation
taas,
niya
sa
sa palo
vertical,
niya. Gandang cross training for volleyball. Oh, a joust won by Caf there going up against Mika Reyes.
Puts their team at set point.
Multiple set points. And Caf should feel good about that going up against the mighty Mika.
Imagine Over-receive na, no? Pero nakapuntos pa.
Oo.
6 set points for the yellow shirts.
Let's see what Di Maculangan does. Nika Reyes is dug there. And again, oh, missed time there by Ivy Latina. Alvarez manages to save it, but that one is outside. Another chance for PLDT to stay with it.
The former NCAA MVP, who's also been around several PVL teams, has found her way to this decorated franchise. Good addition indeed for this team.
Let's see if F2 can end it now. Alvarez is dug by Ceballos. PLDT will get another chance at offense. And Don Macadili knew where to be. Alvarez going up again, trying to dink it over. Fajardo sending the ball over. And Samoilenko trying a dip. KKD was too smart. What a
Good
rally,
save.
coach.
Longest one so far.
Another chance here. F2 wants to end it. Will they do it? Look at that. Great read there by Dimac.
Haba.
Offense and defense working for both sides. A quick, still dug by Don. Stalzer from behind the attack line. After about a minute of
At least
exchanges
a
here.
minute.
That's the way to end the first set. Coach, 25-19 with an exclamation point there delivered by Lindsay Stalzer.
Just so efficient, and they need her to be. And right now, the yellow shirts off to an auspicious start, up by a set versus PLDT.
And that's how the first set went down. 25-19, F2 led the whole time. Coach Roy Magsano, my partner here. And you think it's going to be as easy for the second set? Parang
I don't think so.
No, hindi,
I
ah.
don't think so. Right now, PLDT is clutching onto straws. This team understands that to be down at 1 and 3, it may seem to be a big roadblock getting to the final four. Must-win situation for both of these teams, and that's why F2 made sure that they put early pressure on the red shirts. Nothing is going to be easy in the next coming sets. They have to win the next 3, hopefully, or 3 of the last 4. But right now, all F2 needs is to win 2 more sets to get to 2 and 2 and tie Chocomucho, which lost earlier to the Cherry Tigre Youth.
And when they look at the highlights here, 25-19, it was a big lead all along for F2. Pero ang ganda ng mga exchanges. Grabe ang mga rally ng first set. Exciting volleyball.
I believe that in the first part, at least in the first 6 points, those blocks were registered. And that was instrumental to F2 building an 8-3 lead right away, reaching the first technical timeout. From that point onwards, mahahabol, bababa sa 4. But that was the closest na inabot ng PLDT. Attack points plus 3 lang ang yellow shirts eh. Pero yung blocks na yan, ang laking bagay dahil hindi nakalusot yung middle hitters. Hindi pumuntos si Elena ng maaga. Eventually, nung pumuntos na sila, masyadong malaki na yung kalamangan, and that eventually came up short. They talk about fighting back to try and steal the first set away from F2 Logistics.
And to think, Coach, no, marami ding errors ang F2. So kung mabawasan pa nila yan for the second set, it's going to be that much harder for PLDT.
Marami doon
to
ay galing
catch up.
sa service. Oo.
4 nga, nabilang mo, Coach, di ba? And, you know, the stats also, you're talking about PLDT being the #1 blocking team, and they only registered 1 point on the block in that first set. So
Right.
they know what they can fix and what they can adjust
And
for
this
the
is
second
something
set.
that on the flip side, F2 really prepare for.
Oo, no?
33 kill blocks ang mayroon ng PLDT. Sila 16. But in the first set, pinamalas nila kung paano sila naghanda. How they anticipated or have read Rhea Maculangan's ball distribution heading into this face-off.
That's right, Samoilenko on your screens here, the 26-year-old reinforcement for PLDT, topping all players here, the #1 scorer so far in the league.
Tingnan natin ang production ni Samoilenko doon sa unang set. Meron siyang 6 points.
6 points so
5
far.
coming from attack points. While sa F2, kitang-kita mo yung distribution ng puntos. And
That's right.
CAF has done an incredible job making it difficult for PLDT so far to shut down or contain their offense.
Nabanggit mo rin kanina, Coach, it really takes a lot of creativity for PLDT
Correct.
to counter F2. Ang nakita nga natin, si Samoilenko has been getting most of the touches, and what you want to see is more, I guess, chances for others, not better distribution. And
I think she's trying,
Yeah.
pero yung defense ng yellow shirts, markadong-markado. Yung mga middle hitters as Ceballos knocks in the first point
and you
of
also
the
want that,
second set.
that good first pass, no? Nahihirapan din ang PLDT dahil sa lakas ng dating ng mga palo ng F2.
Inunahan sila eh. Saka ang bilis nga ng pace. Ceballos coming off a 14-point game versus Chocomucho. Coming off the bench. Had 4 blocks and 17 out of 33 digs as well.
Can't get over that. 5'5", 5', di ba? 6. Let me see what the
Sipag sa
stats
floor
say.
defense, tapos
Oo.
ang tindi dumipensa sa net.
5'7" according to the
Listed.
to the books, pero listed. Pero we're
Up close.
talking about players who are 6'4", like her teammate Samoilenko, and of course nasa 5'11" si Mika Reyes. Tiamson is blocked. Look at that. Mika Reyes just with that stuff.
They only
Just
had
a
1
block.
block in the first set. Now they register their first. And that knocks in their second point of the set. Looking to start out better because they started out slow in the previous set. And that was detrimental dun sa resulta nung unang set.
They're looking good so far, Coach. Really denying F2 rather of any points yet. They haven't scored in the second set. Di makulangan. To the back there. That works for Samoilenko. Don Macandili couldn't get that one up.
Scoring off her first or second backline attack. And some adjustments here probably made in between sets. Di makulangan na varying her points of attack at mas mahirap ng markahan ngayon ng depensa ng F2 Logistics for a 3-0 lead to open up set number 2.
Alam mo, kagandahan kapag makatangkad ka like si Samoilenko, 6'4", even if she hits from the pipe, ang dating niya,
Diretso
yung
yung
tusok niya is
trajectory.
parang nandyan sa harap mo. And hindi mo ma-block or hindi kasi
Nakita
madali
nga natin
ma-block.
yan dun sa first match sila, di ba?
Right.
At Maranyo continues to score well here.
Absolutely. Abi Maranyo with
5
already.
4 in the first set. First point here in the second set as Ivy Lacsina comes in. Ganda nung tapatan na yan. Lacsina, Reyes,
Yes.
Lacsina, Palumata. May Majoy Baron.
Players. Ceballos for that wind up. Ball still good. And Abi Maranyo again setting up Alvarez. Soyud sends it over. Another chance for F2 here. Alvarez going up a third time. Reyes setting up Ceballos, and there is
Double
a
touch.
double touch.
Si
Contact
Coldomay,
for our middle blocker.
right?
Was trying to set. Successful si Abi Maranyo
Yes.
doing that today. She has had a couple of good assists already.
Only 6 errors for PLDT in the first set. 8 on the flip side for F2.
But we credit Mika Reyes. I mean, she did what she had to do. Sa execution lang tayo nadali doon. And F2 Logistics is tying things up already in the second set. Score 3-3, and Rain Dixon has a report for us. Rain?
Dawn Macandili made her powerful return after missing her first 2 games for the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers in the Reinforced Conference. She said that the whole process took a lot of mental preparation and trust in her coaching staff during the whole recovery. Despite her early absences, Dawn made an emphatic comeback with 13 of 23 excellent digs and a 56% effectivity rate. She said that she needs to power through mentally as her team needs her as soon as possible. Slowly but surely, Dawn is finally feeling like Dawn again. Let's see how she performs against the high-speed hitters here in set 2.
Thanks so much, Rain, and I'm glad you highlighted the presence of Dawn there. I mean, think about it, Coach. Even if Dawn isn't getting many of the balls, iniiwasan siya. Even if she is not...
Hindi mo
hindi siya
maiwasan na habulin
dinidikdik. Oo, at saka it's the confidence that she gives her her teammates. Kasi alam
The
mo
protection,
nandyan siya.
the coverage,
Correct.
of course. And,
Kaya mas malalakas ang loob nila.
yung mga inaatake sa service, sasaluhin niya yan.
So I think that's the Dawn Macandili factor,
Of
I
course,
think.
sabi nga natin, breaking barriers as the only libero, the first libero to be named as an
Oh.
MVP.
And you see that.
Joy Sawyer with an emphatic point for PLDT.
Medyo naiwasan almost a facial for Don Macandili there. Let's see that one more time.
Look at that back set.
Yeah. Tamaan sa braso.
Di Makulangan has been around, but like she said, is still in top peak form.
Oo nga. Of course, Wendy Samana. Alam
Wendy
naman
Semana,
natin.
kino-cover pa natin sa UAP
Oo
dati.
nga.
Sa Human
Abang-
Kinetics, naalala ko.
5 years old pa lang ako nung
Ay,
coach. Ikaw
nako.
naman.
Ako 6. Yeah.
Rihanna Diaz, dug by Mika Reyes. Sayang yung effort ni Mika. You know, Mika needed that. She wants to show that she's also a defensive force.
Right,
That
a
was a
two-way
good dig.
player, to say the
Oo.
least. Let's see if F2 will right now take away the lead from PLDT, which started out with a 3-0 or 3-0 run.
Nice.
Isipin mo, si Don Macandili, ASEAN Grand Prix, second best libero. Asian Women's Volleyball Championship, second best libero. International stage na yan.
So
Ooh.
happy to have our, parang katabi ko po ay isang encyclopedia. Si Coach Ronnie Magsanok, napakadaming trivia that we love hearing. Woo! Don Macandili putting it up. Let's look at this rally now, and look at that. Narinig mo ba yung tili ng F2 fans? Rihanna D just squeezing that thing through. Talagang just tipping the ball over and scoring just the same.
What about the maneuver by Ka from left to right to open up KKD? Second blocker was late. Double wall was not set, and KKD scores over the double block. First taste of the lead for F2 Logistics.
Alam ng F2 na talagang kailangan nilang pahirapan yung mga blockers ng PLDT because
They
that's
respect
what
the ability
they do.
of the PLDT high-speed hitters. Yung kanilang net defense, of course.
That's a great way to put it. And Alvarez also getting a lot of playing time today. She goes up from back row. Soyud going up and off the blockers of F2. That's a point for PLDT, and we're tied at 6 again. Soyud now with 3 points.
More touches for Joy Soyud here in the set. And Soyud has delivered and scored multiple times already to tie the count at 6.
Soyud, another dependable player of George
Solid
Pascua.
talaga yan.
Solid.
Oo. Number 45 in scoring with 12 points heading to this match, normally off the bench. Woo!
Wow! That one had smoke behind it. Rinig na rinig natin yung coach. Sa harap mo, yung palo ni
Ganyang kalutong pumalo
Stalzer.
si Lindsay Stalzer talaga. When I was reading about her, I saw the multiple awards that she has gotten on the international level. And she has been traveling in the last few years. Natigil nung pre-pandemic, nung pandemic rather. And then after nun, tuloy-tuloy na naman.
And that's the kind of experience that she is...
Talagang kukunin mo eh.
Oo. She is lending the team and vicariously na i-experience din ng mga kupunan
Yung
niya.
character, mahirap ituro yan eh. That is something innate. A kill block will put them ahead by 2 points, reaching the first technical timeout.
Watch all the action on NBA TV Philippines. Channel 96 SD now made more affordable on Signal's postpaid plan $290 and prepaid load $300.
Ganda
Meantime,
ng dating. Parang ng travel show mo dati. Pinapanood.
nung 7 years old ako.
8 ako nun. 8 ako nun.
And tuloy-tuloy pa rin po ang ating kasiyahan dito. It's such a joy to cover these games with Coach Ronnie Magsanok here. And I'm sure you're all enjoying the action at home as well. F2 Logistics again.
Good scoring run. Down 6-5 earlier. Remember, they were behind at 3-0. And since that time, it's been a major 9, 3 counter run for them dito sa huling 4 na puntos. 5 puntos, 4 dyan na nakuha nila in the last 5 points.
Of course, a dominant win on that first set, 25-19.
Right,
So
right.
F2 Logistics, their fans are really happy to see their team back.
Exactly.
Stalzer going deep down the line, finding the hole there. She knew exactly where she wanted the ball to
No
go.
one home.
Grabing control.
Grabe rin ang setup.
Oo.
CAF has taken the best of Rhea de Maculangan so far. And in that face-off, so far siyang may advantage dito. 4-point lead.
Pinapanood pa natin dito, sabi natin yung mga nagtatapatang libero, pati na rin si Chang
Centers.
Abi at saka
Oo.
sino ba yung ang showdown natin? Si Chang Abi at saka si Del.
Abi, Mika Reyes.
And
Del
Mika Reyes,
Palomata.
yung ating Twitter question,
Ay,
di ba?
oo. Chang
Oo.
Abi at saka si Del Palomata.
yata, oo.
Sino mas matapang? Ako ang sagot ko ron, si Chang Abi, matagal nang matapang.
Oo.
Si Del Palomata, tumatapang.
Tumatapang. I like that. Hashtag ano ba yung Twitter handle mo, Coach?
At Coach Ronnie M.
Yan.
Walang tapang.
Walang naniniwala dyan. Ayan ang matapang.
Wow.
Demokulangan. But look at that. Don Macandili with that effort to keep the ball in play. Samoylenko from the back. CAF with that dig. And Kim Kiana D again. Ano ba si KKD?
Galing.
Nakikita natin. Basta kung as a point is a point, like we say.
Very tight. Look at this last attack coming from KKD. Goes down the line, away from the blocker. Perfect delivery coming from KKD. Ulitin ko po 6-5 kanina yan, lamang sila. Since that time, ilan na ang kinawit dito ng F2 Logistics.
What a run. And finally a break. Break for PLDT. And they need to make use of this.
KKD, the second best local scorer para dito sa team ng F2 Logistics with 25 points scored so far heading to their 4th game. Inanggit natin kanina, Kalay Mao ang kanilang focal point in terms of local scoring with total of 43 points.
We have Jessie De Leon on the court as well for PLDT now. But F2
Wow.
Logistics just keeps bouncing on PLDT here.
50 points so far scored by Lindsay Stalzer, coming off her best scoring output this season at 24 points versus the Army Lady Troopers.
And that's a good reception.
Ooh, lumusot.
Look at that. Two-man block. Still, Ceballos getting past that one.
And for the record, Ceballos and Soyot, maybe the best go-to players right now for the Redshirts in terms of local flavor. As Samoylenko has been kept at bay by the defense of F2 Logistics.
Alam mo, Coach, I can't help but compare Fiola Ceballos to Gemma Galanza. Parang ganun
Hindi
yung...
ganun katatangkad, no? Pero
Pero
magaling.
sobrang talino sa court and sobrang control nila sa bola at the power. We talk about power there. Soyu just powering it over. And getting a quick point for PLDT. They need to make them quick. Ayaw nila ng rally eh. Kasi pagka-rally,
Best scoring run since a 3-0 lead. Down 12-7, now the lead is down to 2. At sabi ng head coach ng F2 Logistics kay CAF, galaw dahil tumigil kanina si CAF nung akala niya to the net o diretso sa 4 touches at mapipituhan si Chang Abi Maranyo.
oh, that's a nice serve, but an even better reception. From the back row there, Don Macandili digs that one. Stalzer. The liberos, what do you tell you? Look at that defense. Alvarez is tipping the ball over. Kat Arado will set up Ceballos. And a rally again. Alvarez timing it. Oh, ang hirap nun, ha? That wasn't the...
Broken play.
Oh.
That was a break ball. Pachola Alvarez delivered her first point and they needed that. Dahil bumabalik na at kumakapit na rito ang PLDT. But what about the floor defense?
What
of
about
F2
the
Logistics?
absolutely great stuff we're seeing from both sides. At nagpakitang gilas yung ating dalawang libero in that last sequence.
Sisipag saka on point talaga.
13.
Dumadali ang buhay ng setters.
Oo nga. Mika Reyes! Yes! You know, Mika Reyes needs to come up with more of those because she can score quickly when you activate Mika
Exactly.
and get her going. She's a very dependable middle.
Second best scorer for her team. 31 points scored so far For PLDT, Mika Reyes, 28, 5, and 2. In terms of points, blocks, and service aces.
One of the best middle blockers from the last conference, silang dalawa ni Del. Kaya we're really depending on them to show some force there at the front.
Wow,
And
that's
let's
good
see.
defense for Ivy Lacsina. Yung talaan sa blocks, hindi lang yan dun sa na-register mo na kill blocks or offensive blocks, but the shots also that you change or forced to miss. Takes a lot of effort. Takes a lot of conditioning to be able to do that. Paulit-ulit.
Nakakapagod.
5 setters ang nilalaro nito mga to pagka minsan.
14-11. Lead still with F2. D-Mac pushing it out to Samoilenko. Good blocking there by F2, setting up KKD there with that point.
Good combination in terms of net defense between Lacsina and KKD. Hindi rin naman maliit si KKD.
Hindi rin.
At napakabilis pa.
5'11".
May problema yung defensive pattern dito ng red shirts. Kaya napatingin sa kanila si Elena Samoilenko dahil hindi na sila naka-counter doon sa possible na transition play. 4-point lead for F2 Logistics.
Samoilenko with 8 points now.
That's a quiet game
yes,
so far
absolutely.
for her.
I was going to say that. Only 2 points so far in the second set. Soyud is blocked. Oh, kita mo na yung habol ni Don Macandili. That was a great effort. Nag-long jump ba yun? Oo, bakit nag-train din sa long jump itong si Don?
Kita ko na lang, meron naka-red sa likod eh.
And that's what we expect. We expect nothing less from Don Macandili. But all that effort, though, did not materialize for F2.
Still, the effort was there, di ba? Yun lang naman yung minsan ang hinahanap mo eh.
Mika Reyes with that serve. Stalser, nice reception. D-timing it, and that push, so commanding. Talagang dun ko ilalagay. Laglag kung laglag.
Alam ni Kaf kung saan ibibigay. Kung ano ang gusto ng kanyang mga kasama right now. As they head to the second technical timeout with plays such as this, they still stay ahead by 4 points.
Bingo Plus, the first live streaming bingo in the Philippines. Mahilig ka ba dyan?
Pagpasko,
Pagpasko.
para may giveaways.
Ay, maganda
Pero ang
yan.
problema, hindi mahilig yung bingo sa mahalan.
Malas ka sa bingo. Swerte naman sa... Swerte saan?
Swerte sa pag-ibig.
Ayan naman. We are enjoying the game here with Coach Ronnie Magsanok, of course, Rain Dixon giving us the action from the
Kasi yun ang
sidelines.
palayo ko sa wife ko. Kasi kaya bingo. Pag wrong answer, patay.
Mabablock eye ka, hindi blackout.
Patay sa giveaway sa Pasko. Malapit na.
Malapit na nga. 16-12. This has been a
That's
dominant...
an ace.
Oh, as if they needed an ace,
Yes.
no? Because F2 is really dominating PLDT in
Right.
this match.
Shola Alvarez making full use out of this playing time given her.
Yeah.
And she has delivered.
Alvarez with that...
Pinakamalaking lamang na nila ito dito sa ating set number 2.
yeah, with that
Kanina sila naghahabol eh.
3 points na si Chola Alvarez
Lahat yan dito.
in the second set. And she was also good at the back. D is playing like a reinforcement. Parang siya yung guest
Kailangan
player
eh.
nila
Oo,
eh. Of
kailangan.
course. Oo.
Again.
F2 almost not missing Leimao.
Oh,
Wow. And medyo natawagan ko, ilang beses kasing nahawakan ni Ivy. Parang
Pero,
medyo the ball bounced on
sa
her.
Ivy Lacsina, parang hindi rookie maglaro. No?
The poise of this girl. Parang hindi rookie, parang hindi bata.
Very poised.
Walang takot din. And she had a couple more years that she gave up with NU. And I don't think anybody's questioning that decision.
Exactly.
Coach.
Ivy Laxina is only just turned 23 last October 21st. So kaka-birthday din
Kaka-birthday
niya.
din niya. Happy birthday kay
Aba.
Ivy. Oo. 18-13, now a 5-point lead for
Si
F2
Sihir Rasha
Logistics.
pala, December 30. At the turn of the year.
Yun yung mga nagbe-birthday na malapit sa Pasko. Hindi nila
Diba?
masyadong gusto yan kasi isa na lang yung regalo eh.
Aba,
Pero malaki naman.
mamili ka. May regalo o wala?
Oo, oo nga naman. Pasalamat ka na yan. Pero ang maganda dyan, laging sineselebrate
Laging meron,
birthday mo.
oo.
Diba? Laging may masarap ang pagkain pag birthday.
Ay,
Pagkain na inisip natin, many of
Importante
you,
yan.
I'm sure, enjoying your dinner
Exactly.
already.
please stay with us.
Oo. Masarap itong kasama habang kumakain.
Ooh.
The excitement here, Stalzer. And that is a rare error on the attack
Yes,
from Lindsay
Mira,
Stalzer.
you're correct. In terms of attack percentage, kanina nakita lang natin yung number of attack points. Napaka-efficient so far para dito. Sa team ng F2, na kung titignan natin ay 34% hitting team versus dito sa kabilang unit. Mamaya ating babanggitin yan.
And Stalzer coach with 10 points, but so does Kiana D. Sabi nga natin, parang reinforcement po si Kiana D.
Yes.
And Samuelenko now deciding to score again.
So PLDT is a 29% efficient team in terms of attacks. At number 7, F2 at number 3 at 34%. So those are the comparative numbers. Elena Samoilenko, the leading scorer so far here this conference.
And she has to step it up. She's only made 9. So, judging from the
Oh,
way
there's
she's
Manjoy
been
Baron.
scoring, as we look at Manjoy Baron, who is getting some, she's getting playing time today. And
Yes.
she is on the court for the first time here. Of course, another tall player. Maganda
Very
rin.
tall.
Oo.
Model ito eh.
Magaling rumampa yan, si Manjoy Baron.
Pride of Baguio.
Yes, 6 feet tall, of course. And it's nice to see her on the court here. Her presence, another
MVP rin ito.
and national team player as well.
Correct.
Ceballos pushing the ball. Kiana D showing off her defense.
Oops.
Stalzer.
Look at that adjustment.
Pagkatapos ng palo, block naman.
Alam nila yung kung saan lagi binibigyan ni Reye. Diyan talaga sa spot na yan.
Basang-basa na rin ni Stalzer.
Doon talaga nila inaabangan. Kasi dyan siya pumupuntos ng sunod-sunod. Tapos kung saan niya nilalagay yung mga palo niya dyan from the pipe attack. Back to a 5-point lead for the yellow shirts. And now they get to 20 points. What a serve.
Almost ace there. Kiana D just diving for the ball. Kiana D is doing everything for F2 right now. And so is this girl, Stalzer.
The ability
Scoring
of
again.
Stalzer na pag pumalo siya, baba agad yung bola eh. Hindi nagpo-float. And
Wala.
she attacked the defense of Samoilenko to give her team a 6-point lead.
And a very much needed timeout here for Coach George Pascual.
Yung bola, talagang dagilan. So ready to for defense. Pag short ang bola, kino-cross court yan. So magbabase tayo ng depensa, base doon sa sineset ng setter ng kalaban. And then yung position ng blockers natin. Liwanag. So iba yung block na malayo sa net, iba yung malapit. So it's a matter of timing. Timing and then anticipation. Ha? Sige, react tayo.
Bukas na lang po cross-court.
Pwede.
Kasi kanina po tina-target yung down line coach.
O sige.
Sige, buka na.
So kung nandito sa cross at adjust tayo, ha? Adjust tayo sa depensa sa down line. Okay, PLDT.
And as we hear from the huddle there, they are trying all sorts of things and they need to be really more creative. And see, I think, you know, was that Z or Basho? I couldn't see. Si Lay and si Z na magkatabi. Sorry kasi hindi natin
May
makita
shadow
masyado. May
dito
shadow
eh.
yung ating monitor. But of course, F2, and it's nice to see the fans out of F2. Nandito naman sila
This is a big
bringing their...
crowd here on a Thursday.
Yes.
A rainy Thursday at that.
Stalzer is dug by Samoilenko there. Ceballos with that off the block point there. Ceballos so efficient.
They needed that.
Quiet operator tong si Ceballos eh. Not
Pero
too much
very
fanfare.
effective. Very effective.
Very effective.
Ceballos at number 24 in scoring. 19 attack points, 5 kill blocks, 2 service aces for a total of 26 points so far in 3 matches.
That should improve today because she's getting a lot of touches coach.
Siyang
Ceballos.
second leading scorer dito, kung di ako nagkakamali.
6 points already for
Yes.
Ceballos.
But a service ace delivered here by the architect, Jesse De Leon. Certified architect yun.
And we have a timeout called by F2.
Pumunta dito yan, kargado yan, pwede lumutang yan, outside na yan. Lahat ng bola pupunta dito. Okay, anticipate ko yung pag ganito, hindi pa atras. Pag ba atras, malamang ang chance ang outside. Okay, putol tayo.
Okay, let's go. Yes, sir, ha? Yes, F2! Movers! All the way to 25, let's go. Ilang pa sa block step 4.
And we're seeing Abby Maranyo coming back to the game. In for Joy Baron. And that F2 Logistics timeout, despite their 4-point lead, nakikita nararamdaman nila na medyo nagbi-build up ang momentum ng PLDT.
Yes, and before it's too late, kailangan makareact ka na maaga bago makabalik ng gusto.
And that's Jesse De Leon there with a good serve. And here's a chance for PLDT to recycle. Ceballos timing it. Ang hirap din nun. Kita mo yung
Hirap
set
talaga.
na yun
Saka
na...
yung contact, no?
Oo.
Solid talaga.
Galing sa likod eh.
Bilis.
And Ceballos.
Maranyo could not put that one away. Medyo nasa likuran yung slide play na pasa eh. Na set.
Talk about timing. Just exactly what George Pasqua asked. Coach said you have to time things right. And that's exactly what Ceballos did. And she scores her 7th point. Stalser. Meantime, knows to hit it off the block. That was a touch by Basas. We see Chin Basas now on the court also for PLDT.
The difference in the last two receptions was this was a better first ball delivered by Stalzer. And as a result, very routine attack coming from her. Stops the run, restores a 4-point lead late here in set 2.
Comfortable lead for F2 Logistics after winning that first set 25-19.
Chin
And Chin Basas.
Kanina ko pa inaantay si Chin.
Oo. We haven't seen Jules Samonte either. See, PLDT is still well within it, coach. They're only down by 3.
Especially if they come up once again with their calling card, which is their net defense. That's an offensive block coming from the red shirts. Puts them at 19 points. Still behind, but only by 3.
And Rhea Di Maculangan back, and she's at the serve. 5'7". Also, yun lang eh, when Rhea Di Maculangan is in a setter, she's also very efficient in the front line. Eh. Magaling din na blocker eh, na setter, no?
Saka pati sa floor defense, tumatrabaho.
And that one did not materialize for F2. Of course, we know what Cap was looking for, that classic running attack. So hard to stop naman kasi. Parang sure shot kasi yun pagbigay mo kay Chang Abi.
Okay, once again for the slide play. In the last two sequences of that slide play, it hasn't scored for them.
And we have Elaine Casila who is coming in. Oh, and Iris Tolenada also for setter here late in the second set. Casilag, formerly of Cherry Tigo. As Dimac.
Meron pa nga palang Clemente ang ano, no? F2 Logistics, ang lalaki talaga.
Oh, not a time for service error. Kaya Di Maculangan sends that one too strong and gives F2 their 23rd point. Yan yung mga error na kailangan talagang i-minimize ng PLDT.
That's crucial. A free point at this stage is a luxury. I was referring earlier to Lourdes Clemente, was also part of the roster of the F2 Logistics, another tall young lady.
We have a timeout.
Kung nagkabalikan, steady lang muna kayo for blocking.
Okay, isa mo lang para
Ayan, naintindihan. So, sino ba blocking mo ron? Si? Kasilan. Then, ready kayo for fight, ha? Naintindihan. So, pagka-fight, i-triple na natin yan. Yung nandito, huwag kayo papasok dito kayo sa side. Para yung pagtama doon sa kaliwat kanan, makukuha pa rin natin.
Go, Jay! Palo kay Sarah, Jay! Palo kay Sarah! Sige, cover, ha?
Okay, Ability.
Together! Pagkikita mo pa.
PLDT still not out of this, coach. What do you make of that last huddle? Very precise. It was a very tactical timeout.
Right. In anticipation of what is to come.
Abby Maraño at the serve, and she has brought her A game today, Abby Maraño.
Multiple Southeast Asian Games campaigner, Abby Maraño.
5 points already today. Alvarez, 2. Look at that. Nice recycling job there. Alvarez again.
What a save by Samoilenko.
One more time. Tolenada to Alvarez for a third. Ball still good. We're getting used to these rallies already, Coach. It's what we've seen all night. Mika Reyes is dug. Alvarez going up.
Off speed.
Catarado will set up Soyud, and she goes deep. It's called inside by the Lions judge, and that is a hard-earned point, Coach, for PLDT.
They continue to push. Lay down the 2.
Talagang pinahihirapan ng F2 ang PLDT, just really making them work for each point.
Closing out time for F2 as PLDT aims to push this set to an extended set. Ooh.
Stasser there with the reception, and this is a broken play here. Arado will put it up. Soyud timing it. Makandili with one hand. Alvarez going up, off the block is good enough.
Wow. Tolenada scrapping. Tolenada setting up Alvarez. Keeping the faith in Shola Alvarez. That was not a very good reception coming from the yellow shirts, yet of a broken play. Alvarez delivers her 4th point to push her team to 3 set points here in set number 2.
You said it right, Coach. It's really the faith they have in Shola Alvarez, who usually doesn't start, but getting a lot of time on the court today. Much
Saka yung
earned.
touches,
Well,
no?
very well earned. She's setting her team up
What a
for
serve.
set point here. Nice serve there. Oh, wow. That was inside a cut shot. Samoilenko, who's been awfully quiet the second set.
That's a cut shot from the 6'4" tower from Russia. Kailangan porsentuhan na. Ano man ang mangyari, kailangan mapunta kay Samoilenko and F2 Logistics. As we hear it from our vantage point, we'll call timeout.
Combination is here. You're the high ball. Finish the game. You're the high ball. You're the high ball. Okay? They will do combination in front. Just one pass.
One good pass.
Combination, then ready for defense if they counter.
Concentrate, observe the instruction. F2! Movers!
PLDT just hanging on to their life here. Set point, a couple of set points here for F2 Logistics, who already took the first set 25-19. But PLDT worked much harder in this set, and they really kept in step with
Lahat pa nga
F2.
sila, di ba, sa umpisa?
Oo, 3-0 yon.
3-0.
Alvarez with a good reception. Oh, what a trick play! Tolenada knows how to end it. And that's a great highlight play by Iris Tolenada. She knows it. And F2, look at these fans. Just loving it.
That was a good serve coming from Mika Reyes. Alvarez, Tolenada with this 1-2 play and that dump point will win the second set. A tough set, a close one. But F2 Logistics will not be denied and they will be on top 2-0 versus the hard-fighting PLDT high-speed hitters.
Hi, I'm Mika. Hi, I'm Jessie from the PLDT High Speed Hitters.
Para wala namang pinagbago.
Oo, diba?
Wala namang pinagbago yung mukha namin.
So, championship namin ito. Champion kami. Parang yung volleyball talaga yung bumuo ng friendship namin. Kasi dati, parang dati classmates lang. Tapos yun, doon na kami naging close dahil sa volleyball.
Naawa siya sa akin kasi wala akong kasama. Sabi niya, sige na nga, sabayan na kita.
Wala kaming choice sa isa't isa.
Wala akong choice. Happy ako for her sa growth niya, personally and syempre sa career.
Yung message ko sa batang Mika is, continue mo lang kung ano yung ginagawa mo at that time because nakita ko, na-witness ko lahat ng hard work and yung very dedicated siya sa career niya.
Syempre, hindi ko makakalimutan to. Kasi iba rin talaga kapag naglalaro ka for the school.
kahit hindi mo kakilala, kahit schoolmates mo lang, or kahit supporter lang ng Lasal, nanonood talaga sila. And I think, yun din yung isa sa mga nami-miss ko. I'm very, very proud of you. And hindi ko man palagi nasasabi sa sarili mo, ay sa'yo, sa sarili ko, kung gaano ako nagpapasalamat. Pero sobrang mahal na mahal ko yung self ko. I love myself. And enjoy mo lang lahat ng mga darating sa buhay mo.
I hope you enjoyed that too. Nice seeing Nika Reyes and Jessie De Leon go back to the days past and the kind of friendship that they've built through the years. Meantime, this is how the second set went down. 25-22 was the final tally there, with F2 Logistics taking that second set. They're now up 2-0, and taking a look at the numbers, attacks definitely dominated by F2. 18 versus 14. The blocks, medyo nabawasan ang blocks ng F2. They were able to score 4 points on the blocks in the first set, while PLDT, only with 1 point on the block, scored 2 this second set. Although we're looking for more from this #1 blocking team. So if they can up their performance on the blocking department, PLDT might be able to salvage this match and keep playing on. We are coming into a must-win situation here for PLDT. We saw the errors, medyo nabawasan naman, coach, 5 versus 4. But, you know,
Nabawasan. Opensahan talaga ang laban. And that's why it was close. And the high quality set that we saw. But eventually, yung comeback na maaga ng F2 Logistics, parang nagtuloy-tuloy. It carried over up past the midpoint of that set. And when they got to 20 points, ang hirap ng habulin. Then, hindi rin naman sila nagkakamali nung tuloy-tuloy eh. Isa, dalawa, tapos babalik agad. At ang tibay ng floor defense.
Parang ito yata yung momentum that they set in the past game a week ago against Army.
Yes,
Parang I think they have found themselves again. They have rediscovered and remembered what they are, the champion team that F2
Well,
is.
they got their key players back in harness. Although they lost Kalimao for today's match.
Just for today, imagine we're barely missing her
But they
actually.
have their libero back, and that solidifies their floor defense, and
Yes.
that makes it easier for CAF and Alice Tolenado to be able to get to their points of attack on offense.
And just the confidence of these players kasi covered naman kami like we
May
said.
didepensa eh,
May
di ba?
didepensa.
Basta pumwesto lang kayo, dumepensa rin kayo, and do your part. Bahala na si Don Macandini.
Pero nakita naman natin doon si Kat Arado also showing
Ay.
she is a force as a libero for PLDT.
Napakahusay din talaga.
Mahusay. Alvarez is doing so much for F2 today.
More
This is
than,
a breakout
more than.
game for Alvarez.
Yes, definitely.
Oo, 5 points already for Chola Alvarez.
We know what she
Mostly-
can bring to the table, and she's really been so efficient on all parts of the match, all parts of the game. Kasi hindi lang naman opensa ang binibigay niya eh.
Oo. Second set, no? Doon talaga siya nagpakitang gilas. And a couple of errors at the serve here coming from Stalzer. Giving PLDT a chance here. And a point finally for the girls in red.
Talking about Chola Alvarez, she just made her move to this franchise about 9 months ago. Kasama si C. Hervasio sa paglipat dito.
And what a big welcome F2 is giving her. And you're talking about how si CAF has so much faith in Alvarez, no? Kasi talagang yan, no? Talagang sinusubuan talaga siya eh. Talagang
Husay talaga.
binibigyan siya. And why not?
Kat Arado used to play for, rather, Chola Alvarez played for PLDT.
Medyo masakit yan para sa former teammates niya.
From the Tacloban Fighting Warais, all the way dating back to the JRU Heavy Bombers time, itong si Chola Alvarez, an NCAA MVP. Only 26 years old.
Sure, marami mga nanonood from the from Region 6, Region
6.
7, 8.
Kita mo? Alam na alam ko yung travel show mo eh.
Yung gabi sa mga fans ni Chola Alvarez. Rain Dixon has a report for us from the sidelines. Hey, Rain, what's up?
After losing 2 straight games, the PLDT high-speed hitters went back to the lab to focus on their defense, specifically on their blocking. If you recall, Del Palomata and Nika Reyes both won Best Blocker awards at the end of the Open Conference. Right now, the high-speed hitters are still trying to find their groove, which is why head coach George Pasqua told them to focus on reading the situation on both offense and defense. He reminded the team to work on their timing and anticipation to help them get back in today's matchup. Will this be effective? Stay tuned in set number 3.
Ginagawa nila, tinitingnan mo na yung kamay ninyo, tinatarget yun, yung kanan ng pivot blocker. Ngayon, timing din sa block. Okay lang naman yan eh. Provided, nakapass ko yan. Kasi kung nalalabas nyo rito, tinarget, di ba? Hindi naman yung pinapano na malakas eh. Talagang patatama lang sa kamay ninyo para, ngayon, pag nakita nyo ng pababa na kayo, yun yung pinapano sa mahaba.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Coach George Pasco, they're going back to the basics, the
Right,
fundamentals of blocking. Kasi mahirap nga naman nakikita natin that F2 is giving them all kinds of attacks and really giving them a hard time.
Earlier, saw a glimpse of Efren Uy of F2 Logistics. Nakasabay ko nga siya kanina dito sa labas, papasok dito.
Sure, Boss Efren is enjoying this game to the hilt and seeing his girls really dominating today. 6-2.
Now serving high-speed hitters,
PLDT just really fighting hard for each point as Fiola Ceballos, who's also having a great game today with 7 points already. Oh, look at that. Sina. Sina has been quiet for a while.
And this is reminiscent of that first set surge coming from F2 Logistics. PLDT needs to stabilize themselves, or else F2 will run away with this third set and sweep them.
You know, we're looking at the body language of
Oy.
Samoilenko. Medyo hindi
Yes.
mataas yung energy niya
Yes.
today. And we see her asking for the ball and not always getting it. So,
By this stage, by the third set, normally 20 plus na ito eh.
oo. So far, Samoilenko only with 11
Again, the
today.
pace of the F2 Logistics has made it difficult for them to be able to counter in transition and to find Samoilenko in terms of transition offense.
Kennedy, meantime, is,
Wow.
like we said, playing like reinforcement. Parang siyang guest player.
She's been trying hard. Unfortunately, that is not enough. And in less than 5 minutes, we get to the first technical timeout. F2 Logistics ahead by 5.
Watch all the action on NBA TV Philippines on Channel 96 SD, now made more affordable on Signal's postpaid plan $290 and prepaid load $300. You know, Coach, we've been talking about Kiana D all day, and why not? She
KKD?
she has already clocked in 11 points, 1 block there, and barely any errors, no? Talagang very precise ang kanyang
Very
laro
precise,
ngayon.
very consistent.
Oo.
25 points heading to this match now has accounted for 36 points. And once again, as we mentioned earlier, the top of the coverage, both of these teams trying to go up to 2-2 to try and tie Chocomucho, which lost earlier to Cheritigo, as Cheritigo is now at 4-0, to be the leader of the pack here in the PVL conference.
And look at that, Alvarez digs. Stops Samoilenko there again.
Dosa na.
Kiana D.
Kanina, it was 11 for
Oo.
number 11, player number 11. Now, player number 11, KKD, with a total of 12 points. And F2 Logistics looking unstoppable at this stage of the match, as they've also won the first 2 sets. Pero yung second set, masikip, mahigpit.
Mahigpo. Grabe ang balikan. And we're not seeing that kind of, that caliber play from PLDT.
Wala nang
They
rally
really
tayo
need to
masyado
step it up.
nakikita rito.
That's right, Del Palomata is back on the court. And Samoilenko just outsmarts the 2-man block of F2.
Right.
She needs to come up with the goods
Yes.
right away, and she's doing that.
That was a campfire for the F2 Logistics.
Yes.
It was a drop shot delivered against a double block. Very rare that Makandili is beaten sa mga ganong klaseng drop shot kasi luluksuhin talaga niya yan eh.
Saw you there with a serve. Alvarez efficient also from the back row. Samoilenko timing it. Alvarez with a dig. Stalzer off the block. Ceballos is there. Samoilenko trying to dink again. F2 salvages the situation, but PLDT will recycle. Samoilenko for a third time. Alvarez just knows where to be. Stalzer going up. Ang lakas.
Ito na yung rallying hinahanap natin.
Ito na nga. Tuloy-tuloy lang. Di makulangan. Pushes it to Samoilenko and she just swats the ball. Sabi niya, tama na. Pagod na siguro.
But it took her 4 attempts to be able to finally score for PLDT. Once again, F2's net defense, yellow shirts floor defense, making it difficult na mahulugan ng bola. At importante para sa PLDT, tiyagain lamang.
Tiyaga talagang kailangan.
Inutin lang hanggang makadikit. Lead down to 4 para dito sa F2 Logistics.
Great rallies we're enjoying here from the Phil Sports, and I'm sure all of you at home are enjoying it as well. Oh, wow, look at that defense by Samoilenko. She goes up for the hit. Stalzer also playing defense there. Laksina pushes the ball over. Again, a rally building up. On the second ball, Samoilenko drops it. You know, she's tired, but she said, I'm going to score anyway. And that's 2 straight points.
Going high percentage, lead down to 3 from F2 Logistics. If they are going to go down, they have to go down with their top player. And right now, yun ang top of mind para dito kay Rhea Di Makulangan. Bahala na, dito na ako pupunta. Paulit-ulit.
Alam na yan eh. Walang kumukuha. Isang tao dito, atras na dito. Ha? Kinukuha naman natin sa block. Tapos itaas mo. Pag sisigurado mo sa kanya, itaas mo. Hindi mapalo eh. Okay?
Hindi yung maabot.
Eh, paano tayo pupuntos? Didikit yung kalaban.
Game. One at a time, ha? Right here, we got it. Up 2. Movers.
You wonder about the urgency that we hear in the voice of Coach Bokbok,
May
no?
karalgal si Coach Benson.
Oo. Pero ang sinasabi nila, they're all talking to CAF, to Kim Fajardo, na medyo nabibitin daw yung kanyang mga set para kay Stalzer.
Nabababaan si Coach.
But lamang pa rin naman ang F2, no?
Yes,
They
that
are
was
still
Dina
up
Wong earlier.
by 3, of course. Nagpapahinga na si Dina, pero
Iwas pa sa traffic.
gusto niya magpahinga dito sa stadium para manood.
na makakalaban, di ba?
And again, a rally here.
Finally.
Wow.
Finally, they score as Coach Benson Bokbok takes a side glance at CAF, probably giving her a sign of encouragement to do that same setup.
So more of that, more of that,
Yes.
more of that, sabi nila. And Stalzer just dinks
Ilalabas si
the ball
Lindsay
over.
Stalzer.
Lindsay Stalzer with 14 points now. And Kennedy just right behind her with 12. So
14
it's really a
attack
joint
points.
effort. 14 attack points, and she's got 2 aces, but also some service errors, Lindsay Stalzer. And Samoilenko,
Coming alive.
the awakened giant. Yes.
Showing signs of life here in set 3.
Absolutely.
Once again, clutching onto straws. Trying to stay close and put pressure on F2 Logistics. Samoilenko scored at least 4 points.
Already in a row.
Oo, dito sa ating third set para sa PLDT.
Yeah, she's already at 15 points now, and this is a better time than any to just really show her wares.
We gave you a glimpse earlier of her scoreline, 35, 24, 25.
Meantime, that was a great
Mahirap
stop.
makalimutan yun. Parang yan, yung ganyan
Yung mga
klase
ganyang
mga
mga palo.
And this is the way F2 started with Abby Maraño and Ivy Laksina combining. Abby Maraño with those light plays, Ivy Laksina doing damage sa kanilang net defense.
Yan namang Fajardo Maraño connection na yan. Is classic.
Parang narinig ko na
Alam
yan.
na natin
Oo.
yan.
Ilang championships na yan kay Coach Ramil De Jesus.
And F2 Logistics again with a 4-point lead here, and the ball back. Kennedy with a serve. Almost an ace. Salvaged by Samoilenko there. Wow. Great. Ang gandang palo. Ang gandang block.
Wow.
Ayan. One more time. This is the third time at charm. Stalzer will go up. Oh, Kat Arado with a great stop. That was into the net. That was an error on the
Alam
attack.
mo, Chiki, maski na hindi dumiretso sa net, huli na ni Stalzer yung palong yun eh. Nakaabang na naman
Nakaabang.
talaga sila. Oh.
Doon talaga sa gitna.
Yes, sa pipe play na yan. Back to a 5-point lead on 2 straight points coming from F2 Logistics.
I gotta say, Coach, really enjoying the back and forth here.
Oh, yes.
These are quality rallies that we're seeing. Hindi yung mga, pasumpit-sumpit talagang the effort coming from both squads. Just giving us so much joy here. And all of you at home, I'm sure also in the middle of your dinners, napapatigil kayo. Nabibitin ang subo nyo.
Anong oras na ba? 7?
Oo. Marami na nag-enjoy ng kanilang hapunan.
Yung mga
Gandang
hindi
gabi
na
sa inyo.
traffic.
Oo nga.
Kasi umulan maghapon eh.
Still a great day for volleyball. As we said, a lot of people just staying indoors and watching the action here from the Phil Sports.
And do join us here live when you have the time. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Ikot tayo ng Santa Rosa.
Oo.
Sa
Sa Inares, meron tayong games sa Antipolo. Of course, most of the games played right here at the
Gusto mo
Phil
yun pag
Sports.
sa Antipolo?
Siyempre.
Lapit sa'yo nun.
Oo. And enjoy din ng mga Antipoleño na nanunood ng
Suman,
volleyball.
Kasoy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And mga volleyball fans talaga sa Antipolo.
And again, that's light play. Coming into play for Abby Maraño, timeless. Never get tired of those running hits coming from Abby Maraño. 4-point lead for Lindsay Stalzer and the rest of the F2 Logistics.
Di makulangan. Back set. Mika Reyes. Macandili was there. Alvarez going up. The block is good. Another chance. Calf going for that. Saan ka pa? Saan ka pa?
Don Macandili's thumbprint all over that last point, acting as the secondary center, making it very easy for Ka to just deliver that set. Ayan, hinatid na niya kay Fajardo. So Abby Maraño once again the recipient of that slide play.
Vintage DLSU.
Correct.
Oh, from back row there. Too much for Dawn Macandili. She was in the right spot. But Chesty there couldn't keep the ball in play.
Overpowered by the force coming from the Russian reinforcement. Elena Sabkina Samoilenko.
Sarap sabihin ng pangalan yan. Samoilenko already with 16 points, by the way. Still a far cry from her 35-point output in the last game against... sino ba yung huling
Chocomucho.
taluro niya? Chocomucho.
Pero 5
with that
sets naman
set.
inabot
Oo,
yun.
tama.
Alam mo, kung hindi siya sumablay sa dulo, over 40 eh. Napagod lang talaga.
Napagod lang.
Napagod lang. Bakit ko alam? Kasi nasa studio.
Tsaka yung mga ganyan, hindi naman nakakalimutan. Yung
3
mga
hours
ganyan, mga
yung laban na yun,
5-setter,
oo.
no?
Nagsimula eh, dapat hapon, natapos eh, gabi na.
Gabi na.
That's got to hurt. 3 points given up by PLDT. The F2 Logistics will always be disasters for them at this stage. Behind by 2 sets, down by 4. Here in the 3rd set, they want
Oo, gusto nila yung
nip-and-tuck lang talaga. Oo.
Although the effort is there, but just things are really going right for F2. Ceballos. Look at that defense by Kim Kiana D. Oy, sayang squandered there. Again, a rare, not so rare. I said that twice already, so not very rare. Today, Stalzer has been lapsing into a couple of errors on the attack. But still, very dependable. 14 points already for Lindsay Stalzer today.
Coming off a 24-point output in their first win versus the Army Lady Troopers.
Oy,
I'll say this again as a matter of fact.
that's 2
The
service
margin for
errors.
error right now for them is very slim.
Yeah.
And they will be behind by 4 as we head into the second technical timeout.
Back here at the Phil Sports Arena, we had a Twitter question that Mylene posted for all of you. Sinong mas matapang, si Abby o si Del Palomata? Ano ang sabi ninyo? Let's take a look at your answers. Sabi ni Simon Carlos, Diyos ko, ano ba namang tanong yan? Mama P, siyempre mas matapang ka kaysa kay Del and siyang Abby, no? Hello! Si Odina and Madam Priscilla lang naman ang mga nangaangasan mo. Harap-harapan. Ha, 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 ha. I love the answers of our Twitter followers. Talagang ode to Mylene pa. At sabi ni Jade Alipoon, it's no doubt siyang Abby. From her struggles to her swag on the court, there is no doubt that. And our last one.
Matik. Beast mode, don't care queen. Kung Tiang Abi ang pag-uusapan, super legit na palaban. Aba,
Aba naman.
maliwanag.
Totoo naman ang wala naman dinasappoint.
Yan ang tinatawag na Tiang Beast mode.
Ayun!
Yan.
Ang galing talaga ni Coach. And of course, Abby Maraño has not disappointed with 8 points today. But back to the game here. F2 with a 5-point lead, just getting closer and closer
Visibly
to the
frustrated.
25-point mark.
Samoilenko once again denied. That is the way they started the game, which is denials, offensive blocks.
And you can feel the morale dipping on the side of the
Hindi na
red
nga nakabalik si
shirts.
Del Palomate, no?
Oh, what a save there. Ang ganda ng bantay ni Kianati, pero tinawagan siya ng violation ni referee Lumer Marillo. And that's a break for PLDT. Still a 4-point deficit for the girls in red. A lot to make up here. If they get this win, they still have to fight on, as F2 already took the first 2 sets. Half pushing it out to D. Samoilenko will take it and dinks the ball over. That's too easy for F2.
Wow.
Alvarez stopped by Mika Reyes. Samoilenko,
Oh,
okay.
that's long, a little long.
Alam mo, it's very visible. Maybe the fatigue that you were talking about earlier today, Coach, nakikita talaga natin kay Samoilenko.
Visible na, di ba?
Oo. And despite that, she's still at 16 points already, but not anywhere near the kind of output that we've been
hindi
used to.
sunod-sunod. Although may nakita tayo kanina sa dulo ng... dito, sa
meron
gitna,
siyang
no?
3-4
apat,
point.
oo. Kumbaga, nako-contain siya talaga.
Yun din. Talagang bantay na bantay.
Again.
And si Stalzer, sabi mo nga
The blocking.
posisyon na posisyon eh.
This is the best blocking team, talking about the PLDT high-speed hitters. But right now, what we have seen from the first set onwards, tinrabaho talaga ng gusto ng F2 Logistics.
And really Stalzer showing her wares as a blocker here. Ganda ng timing at saka ang ganda ng basa, just the nose for the ball and knowing where to be. Service error. That's a break for PLDT. 14-19 is the score. This is a must-win third set for the high-speed hitters.
Again, what is at stake here is the chance to tie Chocomucho for an even 2 and 2 win-loss card, because the loser in this match will be down to 1 and 3 with only 4 matches remaining.
Great cover there by KKD. Stalzer is dug by Arado. And again, just Samoilenko just dinking the ball over.
Hindi na power hits, eh,
Oo.
no? Yun ang problema.
And Stalzer, on the other hand, just powering it through there,
Right,
hitting
right,
it off
right.
the block.
And you can say that the defense of the yellow shirts have also changed, of course. Yung mga tira, yung mga palo ni Samoilenko, kasi hindi niya malusutan. As Wendy Semana announces her re-entry, the former Lady Tamarao, who played for a lot of club teams, played for the Army, if I'm not mistaken.
And Erica Santos also back on the court, the birthday girl.
Correct.
Sabi natin, that was not going to be the last we see of her. Let's see if... And that is a service error coming from Ivy Laxina. Ivy has scored 4 points today. So doing her job, just being a role player. Hintayin si Moilenko. Nice serve there, Kiana D. Going up. Alam mo si Samoilenko, we have to mention also, she has been efficient on the back row then. When you're 6'4" and you're able to still defend, that's really something to commend her for.
These are reinforcements who have played all around the world.
Yeah.
At alam nila sila yung atakihin sa service, alam nila sila yung atakihin sa transition. So talagang kailangan dumipensa ka. Wow!
Wow, look at that.
Power tip coming from Lindsay Stalzer.
Great.
Si Odina Alieva nga, yung galing dumipensa. At
Okay,
one instance,
matatangkad, ano?
number 1 in receptions.
And what is the commotion? It's Aragalang coming back in, not as a libero anymore. And Kennedy also getting the appreciation of the fans. Aragalang.
Aba.
Favorite. And she's getting ready to serve here. You know her star power. Iba. Ceballos with a good reception. And Del Palomata just sending the ball over. Calf going to Stalzer off the block. Arado. to Del Palomata, and that is a check ball.
That has been that kind of day so far for Del Palomata. And the high-speed hitter. Si Ceballos kanina was oblivious to the funk that they're seeing. Pero eventually, masyadong mabigat ang depensa talaga rito ng F2. Net defense, floor defense, ang hirap bagsakan ng bola.
Yeah. And tignan mo rin yung contact ni Del Palomata. Medyo mababa. Kung if the contact is a little bit higher with her 6'3" height, then mas mahihirapan ang depensa ng F2. And talaga naman si Stalzer, tinarget si Del Palomata dun sa likod, which is really the way to go. And she gets point number 22 for her team. And this has been smooth sailing so far in this third set for F2. Hindi sila mahihirapan, coach, na makuha ang panalo dito. Samana with that 5-set to Erica Santos. And that's why they are substituted in together.
Right.
Since they have a connection.
Last push for PLDT. The birthday celebrant delivering her first point.
That's a great play.
Situational sub. They took care of business. F2 Logistics kept at 22 points. Ready, D-Mac, Ready Makulangan. Long-time national players back in the fray for PLDT.
She had a couple of service errors today, and that's not what we want to see now as they are struggling to stay in action here. They have to win this third set. For those of you who missed the earlier part of this match, dalawa na po na panalunan na set ng F2. Tagahabol ang PLDT, and that's the way to do it. If you're Soyud, you want to keep doing that. If you're PLDT,
started out well.
Yep.
Number 45 and scoring in double figures, getting her first start here for PLDT. Icarez also back. Last push, as we mentioned, for Coach George Pascua. Back to his starting unit.
That's right. And yun nga sabi natin, Coach, no? If you're PLDT, you want to look back at the way you have really, they have been able to keep in step with F2 in certain portions of
they tend to shoot themselves in the foot with miscues here and there. At yung reaction ni Coach George Pascua after that service error, I think that is a perfect picture. Oo. Nakapanghihinayang kasi hindi malaki yung lamang pero somehow mahirap i-overcome.
Doon nasasayang pa sa mga unforced errors.
And this will be 4 set points, equivalent to 4 match points.
Yeah. Mas matatanggap mo pa yung ganyan pagka attack error. But yes, F2, it looks like this is going to be a, they're trying to maybe freeze Abby Maraño if they can.
One more push.
Ngayon, kung naibigyan naman na sa inyo, put mo na yun. Kasi kung natin yung bola 3, cross court mo, wala. Saan ka galing? Dito ang palo. Pag kino-cross court mo tayo, lalo na pagkalong, outside talaga. Di ba?
Hey! Let's go! Kaya yan ako.
Okay, PLDT.
It is multiple match points for F2 Logistics. It has been that kind of performance by the Cargo Movers, really showing the championship team that they are. And Abby Maraño may just finish things off for them, which is fitting. She has brought her A game today. Chance to recycle. Maraño with the assist to Alvarez there. Imac. Back set to Ceballos. Alvarez single block. Ball still alive. Samoilenko from the back. That angle.
That is the first major force thrown by Samoilenko in quite a while.
Yes, she just
Puro
needs...
na siya kanina, di ba? They keep pushing. They get to 20 points right now. This is Fiola Ceballos.
Pressure serve here, coach.
Right. As F2 is looking for the final point of this match.
That's a good one. Aragalang with the reception. Back set to Stalzer. Too easy for the F2 Cargo Movers. Clocking their second win in a row. And the F2 fans are loving it. 3 straight sets. A 3-set win for the F2 Cargo Movers today, Coach.
As F2 will build their first winning streak and are able to impose their second straight sweep, winning over the Army Troopers in 3 straight sets and sweeping also PLDT, which will drop to their third straight setback after winning over the Lady Troopers in their first match. They go down to 1-3. F2 Logistics goes up to 2-2.
And we will break this game down after the break. And that's what went down. Let's talk a little bit about the game that was. F2 Logistics is dominating over PLDT today, Coach.
Right. The first and third sets went the similar route. The second set was tight. The second set could have gone either way. But here, in the most recent set, this was a quick getaway para dito sa team ng F2 Logistics. Like the first set, it was a wire-to-wire performance for Lindsay Strasser and the rest of F2 Logistics. Abby Maraño once again picking up where she left off in the first set. Stalser's leadership was all over the floor for the yellow shirts. But I thought that KKD's efficiency was enough to cover up for the absence of Kale Ma, who did not see action today because of a calf strain. And even the presence of Shola Alvarez was a big plus para dito sa team ni Coach Benson Bokbok. And taking a look at the numbers, again, kung titignan mo, di ba, halos pareho naman ng mga numero eh. But the defense, pati sa errors, di ba? Pero yung depensa ng F2 Logistics, I think that was the biggest difference because those attack points of PLDT definitely could have been more kasi dominant yung kanilang reinforcement eh. But she was kept at bay. She neared the 20-point mark but nowhere close dun sa 30-point level of which she was able to get to in 2 of their first 3 games. Sabi nga natin, 94 points scored so far para dito sa Russian Tower na si Elena Samailenko.
You know, she probably needs some rest. I think you're right about the fatigue factor talaga. And it's hard when you are the focal point of any team and you're depending on you to just see your team through game after game. But that is what happened. And F2 Logistics, on the other hand, sabi mo nga, Coach, even without Lei Mao, Kiana D.
Malaking bagay yun, nawala si Kale Ma, pero Shola Alvarez did her part. But if there was someone who carried the torch, aside from Lindsay Stalser, as another wing spiker, it has to be KKD.
Both on offense and defense, Coach, she was excellent in the back row.
Exactly, and that's the reason why we gave her this citation and we reward her as a top player of this match.
Let's turn it over now to Rain Tixon, who is with our player of the game.
With me right now is our player of the game, Kiana D. Kiana, first of all, congratulations on your second win. Now, you had your first 2 games ended in losses, and then your second game was finally a win, and then now you have another win. What do you think changed for this game?
I guess from the 2 losses, we tried to adjust, and we weren't really complete those games, but we tried hard, pero syempre we fell short, so madami pang i-adjust sa movement namin. So that's what we did sa trainings.
Now you evened your record. Where does F2 move on from this?
Of course, our mantra is nowhere to go but up. Keep pushing and try to keep winning games.
All right, now do you have any message to your fans or supporters for F2 Logistics?
Hi guys! I would like to invite you guys to watch us and to support us. Please watch our games here in Phil Sports Arena or kung san man yan. And yan, hopefully I see you all here soon. And shout out kay Tin and Jesma pala. And my family, hello!
All right, that was our best player of the game, Kiana D.
Thanks so much and
Nowhere to go
congratulations.
but up.
I love that mantra. Yun naman ang talagang, what a positive outlook that
Up,
F2
up and
has.
away.
And talk about the positive. These are the nice things that
Oh.
are going on.
Wow.
More games for you to enjoy. Akari Chargers going up against Creamline at 2:30 p.m. on Thursday right here at the Phil Sports Arena. That's going to be a fun one. And of course, Cherry Tigo.
Ooh, unbeaten at 4-0.
Yes, going up against UA Army, United Auctioneers Army, who is still looking for their first win. And that is what is in store for all of you volleyball lovers here at the PVL. We are so glad that you joined us today. It was a pleasure covering this game with you, Coach Ronnie Magsanok.
Same here.
And on behalf of the men and women of One Sports and, of course, Rain Tix